Let's go back in time for a moment. In the early 2000s, no one knew who the Kardashians were.
You guys are business women. Just business has always been in our blood.
All the while, the Kardashians have profited off of both the hate and the love for them.
I do feel like people don't take me seriously as a businesswoman. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
They were just a rich family living in California, but everything changed in 2007 when a reality TV show called Keeping Up with the Kardashians hit television screens.
Here. The wind, you guys. Is this necessary?
Go change.
Awful. No, that is not cute.
Yeah, go on. I need someone to make me laugh.
The show followed the wild, fancy, and dramatic lives of the Kardashian Jenner family. People couldn't look away. It was like watching real-life drama, fashion shows, and family fights all in one place. That one show turned the family into a billion-dollar brand.
They're your typical blended Hollywood family. Blended, shaken, and stirred. E's hit show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
At first, you think that, you won't really get used to the cameras, and then you kind of just forget they're there, and we're just kind of hanging out, doing what we usually do. We want it to be, all the way reality. So we're like, let's just, do what we do and have the cameras capture our real lives.
Kim Kardashian became a global superstar.
Best advice for women in business.
Work, and show up and do the work.
Kylie Jenner launched her makeup line and became the world's youngest billionaire.
So, Kylie, how does it feel to have the title youngest self-made billionaire?
I don't really think of myself as, I don't wake up in the morning and look at myself in the mirror like, good morning, self-made billionaire.
You don't? I do. Just kidding.
But I mean, yeah, it's amazing.
At least that's what was reported. Kendall Jenner walked the biggest fashion runways in the world. Khloe and Kourtney became big-time influencers and businesswomen, and Kris Jenner, the mom and manager, was called the momager, who made it all happen.
This lady has built her family into a celebrity marketing machine, the Kardashians.
From an outsider looking in, I think an assistant to my mom would be someone that gets to her before she even, wakes up or needs something. But me, I know my mom so well that I'll just know.
For years, everything they touched turned to gold, but now things are starting to look very different. The fame, the money, the control. It's all starting to slip through their fingers. And for the first time ever, it seems like the Kardashian empire might be falling apart. So what's going on? Why are the Kardashians
Fucking ass up and work.
That's so true.
Don't stop.
the queens of social media and reality TV facing their biggest collapse yet? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the one thing they've always had: attention. The Kardashians were experts at keeping the spotlight on them, whether it was Kim breaking the internet with magazine covers, or Kylie posting selfies that got millions of likes. They were always trending, but in 2024 and now in 2025, things are changing fast. People aren't paying attention the same way anymore. Social media is full of newer stars, TikTokers, YouTubers, and streamers. Young fans today don't connect with the Kardashians like older fans once did. That's a big problem for a family that survives on being famous. Even their show, The Kardashians on Hulu, isn't getting the same love.
This is a big year of celebrations in our family.
Sometimes you gotta start with the basics.
Let's do this.
Aren't we so lucky? Not a lot of people can say they can take their sister to work every day.
Yes. What could go wrong?
The first few seasons had strong views, but recent seasons are seeing drops. Viewers are saying it feels too fake, too boring, or just too repetitive. People want something new, and it seems like the family's old tricks aren't working anymore. Second, there's been a lot of controversy.
You are annoying, Kourtney. You're being annoying.
Why? Because Kim wants it around her schedule?
Do you know what we're fighting about? There are people
that her day.
Maybe if you had a business that you were passionate about, then you would know what it takes to run a business, but you don't.
Fans are questioning how real their beauty is. There have been countless rumors and debates about plastic surgeries, fake bodies, and photoshopped pictures. In a time when people are asking for more honesty online, the Kardashians are starting to feel out of place. They used to set trends, now they're being called out for creating unrealistic standards. And then there's the money. Kylie's beauty brand was once valued at over $1 billion, but reports later showed the numbers might have been exaggerated. Forbes even took back their claim that she was a billionaire.
Kylie Jenner and I am the founder of Kylie Cosmetics. I had an insecurity with my lips when I was younger, so I turned to makeup to help me feel more confident. I went to the makeup store and I didn't even know really what colors I was picking. I was just like, I want some lip liner that looks like the color of my lips because I just want my lips to look fuller.
That hit their image hard. If the public stops trusting your brand, it's hard to sell anything. Now let's talk about the biggest factor of all, the public trust. The Kardashians built their fame by letting the world into their lives. But over time, people began to feel like they weren't being honest. So many pictures on their Instagram accounts look edited. Their faces look different almost every year. Sometimes fans can't even tell who is who. People started wondering what's real and what's fake. That question isn't just about their looks, it's about their entire brand. When fans start to feel tricked or misled, they pull away. Many young people now say they don't trust the Kardashians the way older generations did, and once trust is gone, it's really hard to earn back. Also, the world is changing. These days, more people care about mental health, body positivity, and natural beauty. The younger generation is looking for role models who are relatable, kind, and honest. The Kardashians once led the beauty world, but now they're being blamed for starting the very problems people are trying to fix. Unrealistic beauty standards, extreme editing, and constant showing off of wealth have turned many fans away. Another big shift is happening in the world of influencers. Before, you needed a big name to sell a product, but now, regular people with loyal followers are selling just as much, sometimes even more, than celebrities. Micro-influencers are taking over, and their audiences trust them more. Why? Because they seem real. They don't live in mansions or fly private jets. They talk to their fans like friends, not like stars. This new wave of influencers is rising fast, and it's pushing old school celebrity culture out of the spotlight. Now, let's talk numbers. Even though the Kardashians are still rich, there are signs that their money machine is slowing down. For example, Kylie Jenner's makeup brand was once the biggest story in the beauty world, but according to market reports, the brand isn't as profitable as it used to be. After selling part of the company to TIMECODES, a big beauty business, sales began to slip. People didn't rush to buy her products like before. Same with Kim's Skims. While the company is still worth a lot, its rapid growth has slowed. In the fashion world, staying popular is tough. Trends change fast. What worked one year might feel old the next. Even Kendall Jenner's modeling career, while still strong, isn't as talked about as it was a few years ago. There are new supermodels rising, and fashion fans are more interested in fresh faces than the same old names. And their social media numbers, they're still big, but the engagement is down. That means fewer likes, fewer comments, and fewer people actually buying what they post. In the influencer world, that's a warning sign. Now let's talk about something most people don't notice right away. Overexposure. For over 15 years, the Kardashians have been everywhere. On TV, in magazines, on billboards, and all over social media. At first, people couldn't get enough of them, but now, some fans say it's just too much. When a family is in the spotlight every single day, people can get tired. Even the most loyal fans start to say, "I've seen enough." This is called celebrity fatigue. It means the public is tired of seeing the same people all the time. And the Kardashians are one of the best examples of this. Every post, every interview, every product launch feels like a repeat of something we've already seen. People want new stories, fresh faces, and real emotions. But the Kardashians often show the same glamorous lifestyle again and again. Also, they don't seem to live like regular people anymore. They live in giant mansions, wear clothes that cost more than some people's cars, and fly in private jets. At a time when many people are struggling with money, rent, and jobs, the rich lifestyle of the Kardashians feels out of touch. Some fans are even calling them tone deaf, which means they don't seem to understand what regular people are going through. That creates a gap between them and their audience. And in the influencer world, that gap can destroy a brand. Another issue? The competition inside their own family. The Kardashians used to move as a team. They did businesses together, appeared on the same shows, and supported one another in public. But now, each sister is running her own empire, and sometimes it feels like they're competing more than helping. Kim has Skims, Kylie has her makeup, Kendall is modeling, Kourtney has her health brand, even Khloe has her own projects. They all want to be the star, but that creates tension. When Kourtney and Kim fought about their brands on the show, it didn't feel like entertainment anymore. It felt personal. That made fans uncomfortable. Instead of supporting each other, they looked like they were tearing each other down. And Kris Jenner, the mastermind behind their success, isn't as visible anymore. She's older now, and some wonder if she's slowing down. If she steps back, the family might lose the glue that kept them together. Kris knew how to manage chaos and turn drama into dollars. Without her full energy, will the empire keep standing? Even their relationships are no longer giving them the attention they used to. Back in the day, every Kardashian romance was a headline, but fans have grown tired of the love drama. It feels like the same story over and over. Meet someone famous, fall in love fast, break up with drama, then do it again. Now, fans want more than gossip, they want growth. They want to see healing, maturity, and real stories. Another reason the Kardashian empire is shaking is because the world of entertainment is changing fast. Reality TV, the thing that made them super famous, isn't as hot as it used to be. When Keeping Up with the Kardashians started, there weren't many shows like it. It felt fresh and exciting to watch a rich family deal with personal drama, fashion, and fame. But now, there are hundreds of reality shows out there. On YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, people can follow real families, real moms, and even real teens, all without fancy cameras and million-dollar houses. And guess what? Many viewers actually prefer those smaller creators. They feel more real, more honest, more like someone you could actually know. That makes a huge difference. When fans feel connected, they stay loyal. But with the Kardashians, many people now say it feels more like a performance than real life. Also, there's the issue of control. The Kardashians are known for controlling their image. They don't post anything online unless it's planned out. Their photos are perfect, their captions are careful, and their public appearances are highly polished. But that control is starting to backfire. Younger audiences today value vulnerability. They like when influencers mess up, laugh at themselves, or admit when they're wrong. They want people who are imperfect, just like them. That makes the Kardashians feel robotic to some fans. Always perfect, always rich, always scripted. And that kind of image doesn't work in today's world like it used to. Then there's the issue of social impact. In the past few years, people have started asking celebrities to speak out on big issues like climate change, human rights, and racial injustice. Fans want their favorite stars to take a stand, but the Kardashians are often quiet when it comes to serious problems, or they speak up too late after the damage is done. For example, when wildfires were destroying homes in California, people noticed that the Kardashians were still showing off their luxury vacations and designer outfits. That made some fans angry. They felt like the family didn't care, or didn't understand what real people were going through. Even Kylie got backlash for showing off her private jet, while regular people were being told to save energy and reduce pollution. Fans began saying things like, how can they talk about beauty or lifestyle when the world is burning? These little moments might not seem big alone, but when they add up, they change how people feel about a brand. And when the public mood shifts, even a little, it can turn into a wave that washes away trust, attention, and loyalty. The Kardashians were once seen as trendsetters. Now, some people think they're just clinging to the past, trying to hold on to fame with outdated methods. Now let's talk about something that made the Kardashians powerful for years: their ability to go viral. Kim's magazine covers, Kylie's lip kits, Kendall's modeling shoots. They always knew how to grab the internet's attention. But in today's world, going viral isn't enough. You have to go viral for the right reasons. And recently, the Kardashians have been going viral for the wrong ones. Whether it's being accused of using too many filters, showing off too much wealth during hard times, or saying something out of touch, their name now often trends for negative reasons. Even their attempts at big PR moments sometimes backfire. For example, Kim wore Marilyn Monroe's famous dress to the Met Gala. It was supposed to be a tribute, not something glamorous and historical, but it turned into a storm of criticism. People said she damaged the dress and disrespected a piece of fashion history. That moment, which was meant to shine, turned into yet another public debate. These missteps are happening more and more. Another problem? Their kids are growing up. Many people watch the Kardashians become mothers, and for a while, their journey through motherhood helped them connect with fans. But now, people are starting to question how much they should be showing their kids online. Some fans are uncomfortable with how much screen time the Kardashian kids get, especially when they're shown wearing luxury clothes or being used in ads. There's also a new kind of pressure that comes with raising children in the spotlight. Fans brands are asking, will these kids grow up okay? And while the Kardashians say they're trying to be good moms, the internet doesn't forget. Every mistake is captured, every decision is judged. In many ways, the Kardashian brand was built on perfection. Perfect looks, perfect bodies, perfect homes. But now the world wants something different. Truth, messiness, real life. And that makes it hard for the family to adjust. Also, let's not forget competition from outside the celebrity world. Today, AI influencers and virtual models are rising fast. Companies are using computer-generated people to sell products. These digital influencers don't get tired, don't need paychecks, and never mess up on social media. That's a whole new challenge the Kardashians never had to deal with before. There's also the rise of activist influencers, people who use their platforms to fight for social justice, help communities, and raise awareness. They may not have private jets or wear diamonds, but they're gaining huge respect and loyal fans. And that kind of influence is powerful, sometimes more powerful than fame. So when you put it all together, the changing internet, the shifting audience, the loss of trust, the family drama, and the rising new stars, the picture becomes clear. The Kardashian empire isn't crashing overnight, but the cracks are there, and they're getting wider. Now let's take a closer look at what's happening behind the scenes. When a big brand starts to struggle, smart people ask, is this just a phase? Or is it the beginning of the end? For the Kardashians, it's starting to look more like the second option, because even their most loyal fans are beginning to step back and ask hard questions. On Reddit and TikTok, you'll find thousands of posts where fans are openly criticizing the family. Some say they've outgrown the Kardashians, others say the content just feels fake now. There are even whole YouTube channels dedicated to breaking down what went wrong with the Kardashian brand. 10 years ago, that would have been unthinkable. One reason this shift is so serious is because it's coming from people who used to love them. These aren't just haters or trolls, these are former fans. And when loyal followers start to walk away, that's usually a sign that something bigger is broken. People are also paying more attention to who the Kardashians support and who supports them. These days, partnerships with major brands can make or break a celebrity. And lately, some companies are moving away from the Kardashians quietly. They might not say it out loud, but it's clear from the fewer endorsement deals and changing marketing strategies. Many brands are now choosing influencers with smaller followings but higher trust. In business, trust is everything. And if the Kardashian name starts to look risky, companies will protect their own image first. Even the media is starting to change how it talks about them. For years, news outlets covered every tiny detail of their lives, from what they wore to what they ate. But now, more articles are critical. Headlines are asking questions like, are the Kardashians finally losing their grip on pop culture? Or why Gen Z is done with the Kardashian lifestyle? These aren't just opinions, they're warnings. When the press starts to turn, it means the tide is shifting. And while the Kardashians still have millions of followers, it's not just about numbers anymore. It's about meaning. Influence isn't just measured in likes and shares, it's measured in connection. And right now, that connection is fading. Even Kris Jenner, the woman who once seemed like she could handle anything, has admitted in interviews that it's harder to keep the brand fresh. In a fast-moving world, staying on top takes more than just being famous. It takes innovation, humility, and the ability to change with the times. The truth is, the Kardashians had an incredible run. They changed pop culture. They built businesses from scratch. They became icons. But no empire lasts forever, especially one built on the ever-changing internet. And the cracks we're seeing today may be the signs that the dynasty is finally slowing down. So what's next for the Kardashians? That's the big question everyone is asking. Will they bounce back like they've done before? Or is this truly the beginning of their biggest downfall? The answer might depend on how they respond. If the Kardashians want to stay relevant, they'll need to change their strategy. They can't just rely on fame, filters, and fashion anymore. People want depth. They want stars who speak up, show real life, and aren't afraid to admit their mistakes. Some members of the family have already started trying new things. Kim is talking more about prison reform and law school. That shows a different side of her, one that's more serious and thoughtful. Kourtney has stepped away from the spotlight a bit to focus on her family and health. Even Kylie has made posts about motherhood and personal struggles. These moments feel more real, and realness might be the only way to survive in today's world. But there's another truth we have to face. The spotlight never stays in one place forever. Pop culture always moves forward. There will always be a new star, a new trend, a new platform. That's how fame works. It rises and eventually it fades. The Kardashians climbed higher than almost anyone. They became more than just a family. They became a brand, a business, a blueprint for online success. But they also made mistakes, and now they're facing the results. Maybe they'll reinvent themselves, maybe they'll step back quietly, or maybe, just maybe, they'll pass the crown to a new generation. Whatever happens, one thing is clear: the world is changing fast, and even the most famous family on earth isn't safe from the truth. Their story isn't over, but the golden era may be. And for all of us watching from the outside, it's a reminder of something important. No matter how rich or famous someone becomes, nothing lasts forever. Not beauty, not buzz, and not even a billion-dollar empire. But there's always something to learn from their rise, and now maybe from their fall. So what do you think? Are the Kardashians truly collapsing, or is this just another twist in their never-ending story? Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear your thoughts. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps more people discover our content. And if you want more deep dives into celebrity stories, business empires, and pop culture breakdowns, make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching.